Park of Dreams. There is a exhibit of the Daigo Fukuryu Maru, the boat, an exhibition. This is on the side of Tokyo Harbor. Yumenoshima Park is here. It's from Shinkiba Station. This is about the exhibition hall, Lucky Dragon number 5. It's a free admission in this exhibition hall and is kept here for historic function. That's the direction from Shinkiba Station. See the boat.
Welcome to the Daigo Fukuryu Maru exhibition hall. We ask you now to look up. What do you see?
It's a boat.
Here in front of you is the actual fishing boat called Daigo Fukuryu Maru, or in English, Lucky Dragon number 5. Made completely of wood, this vessel 30 meters in length and with a displacement of 140 tons was used to catch bonito and tuna in the deep sea. This boat and similar boats were made just after World War II ended, and at that time fishermen would sail thousands of kilometers in such boats in order to catch fish in the Pacific Ocean. Wooden boats like this are no longer in use, so this boat has great historic value. But this is not the only reason why the Daigo Fukuryu Maru is exhibited here. This fishing boat and its crew have a tragic story to tell. The boat and its 23 crew were contaminated by radioactive fallout called shinohai, ashes of death, from a U.S. hydrogen bomb test conducted in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on March 1st, 1954. All of the crew suffered from acute radiation syndrome, but they were not the only ones to be affected by this nuclear test. Crews of other boats and islanders living near the test site were also contaminated. This boat is therefore exhibited here as an enduring symbol of protest against all nuclear weapons and testing. Please tour this hall now and learn for yourself of this boat's ill-fated voyage.
As you like. Castle Bravo hydrogen bomb test. The largest ever hydrogen bomb test, called Castle Bravo, was conducted on Bikini Atoll in 1954. Ashes of death, radioactive fallout, is collected here. Here's a bottle. So the hibaku, the radiation exposure of the crew members. There were 7 minutes it took for the sound, and in 2 hours the radioactive coral ash became falling from the ocean. These are photographs of the crew members. And the days that they died. This made major news in the newspapers. the boat came back to harbour. This is some of the artifacts, the kidderoses, the fallout, the counter. Death of Mr. Kuboyama. 2 weeks later, they were immediately admitted to hospital on March 16th. Pictures of Mr. Kuboyama in the hospital. Tests were conducted to measure the radiation exposure. The day over calendar. And the observation log. Fishing log. And things from the boat. These pictures. August the 6th. Statement. And prayers for the victims. Radioactive contaminated tuna. These are the Geiger counters from that time. Old Geiger counters. Radioactive rain and citizens' anxiety. So after that, people started measuring the radioactive rain in Japan. High levels of radioactive material were measured in the rain at the end of May. In September, the fallout from the USSR's nuclear bomb testing was also recorded. Found in seafood, but also in Japan's vegetables, rice, fruit, and drinking water. So all this led to a lot of anxiety. So many protests started about the nuclear tests and weapons. This is a map of all the tests in the Pacific. Many tests were made. There's the log of the Pacific testing. The number of tests you can see. 1954 there are not so many, bravo. 1956 there are many. 1958 even more, despite the protests. This talks about Marshall Islanders suffering from the past nuclear explosion tests. Some of the products from the Marshall Islands. A Marshall canoe. Chart. You can see the very dramatic pictures of a hydrogen bomb. Of course, if you're on the beach, this is your home. It's a great shock. This talks about the global spread, damages, nuclear explosion tests all around the world. The first one was held on July 16th, 1945 in the desert of New Mexico. And by the end of 1998 there were 2,057 atmospheric nuclear bomb tests. This is a map showing the numbers. Sufferings from atomic bombing suffer in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. 1940, 1950, year by year, showing the number of people who died. Number 60, we have 178. Frequency of nuclear weapon tests. So this is display. So how do we stop? HPOM tests. And this display, we're now at the front of the boat. And here you can actually touch the boat, touching it. This is a display inside the boat. Why? His widow. The news. Many social commentaries. He who died. Catch their gear. Some of their gear. Sail out. Port of departure. This is a display. Voyage of a Lucky Dragon number 3. It was not so lucky. This is a picture of the display and how they got contaminated on this day. They didn't really realize the seriousness of it. They went further out and then they started heading back. They're on the way back. It takes a few days or weeks, months to get sick. It's a really large boat.
But this is not the only reason why. This fishing boat and its crew are just so.
This is the scintillation counter. These are some displays. You can see the boat is underneath there. Various brochures, 100 yen. I can show. Godzilla. Different books. This is some of the symbolic pictures. The A-bomb dome in Hiroshima. These are some fragments from Hiroshima. Here's the front of the boat. The shelter is built especially to house the boat. Some damage now. They kept it here for people to see and to remember. This tuna fishing boat that was exposed to the fallout. So 28 crew members. Great. You can see the construction of a boat. People can also watch videos and testimonies from the survivors. Tunas, the journey of a ship. Dark chimneys from the engine room. So this is the entrance to the museum. It's a very large park. The Daigo Fukuryu Maru exhibition hall, and just at the end of the trees is the ocean, Tokyo Bay. So it's right on the coast. So it's a nice recreation area, probably better on a sunny day, but it's certainly nice and cool for the August weather here. So Yumenoshima Park. See the marina. Here we see the exhibition hall. There's a tropical greenhouse dome and a park here. Lots of facilities. Sports, cultural center, museum, barbecue field, athletics. So this is a nice recreation park. It's on the east of Tokyo. You can reserve it. Looks like the athletic field is under some disrepair at the moment. Slopes for people in wheelchairs to access the park. Just south of Shinkiba Station. The trees here. Interesting. The leaves have fallen off in August, but still the plants are here. Palm trees. Trees here. Sports facilities. So Yumenoshima, also accessible by road. It's from the expressway. Quite a busy road. Onto the circular expressway of Tokyo.